Oh. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
You heard the intro. Fabian perspective, expect it. So accept it. They don't like comentario y suscribe. Oh, boy. Dame dato.
This is it. This is it, baby. This is what sports is all about. Tonight, I got my nap in. I spoke to the kids. Don't nobody call me after 9 o'clock. My phone is on airplane mode after 9 o'clock. It's going down, my brother. It's going down.
I found a new mode for the phone. It's do not disturb. It's even better than airplane mode.
do not disturb. You could still see like a text come through. I don't want to see anything.
Oh, I don't see nothing on mine.
Okay, well,
That ain't the point though. Hold on. Kristen Castillo with the what do you call this thing again? When they pay us for a comment.
Is it the super chat?
Right. I'm sorry. We call this AllBall family love. That's what we call it. Forget this super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Kristen Castillo. Shout out to the AllBall TV for the therapy session yesterday. Now it's time to get this dub. No shook ones over here. Knicks in 6. You see the thumbnail. Knicks in 6.
Let's go.
We over all that.
Appreciate the love from everybody.
Yo, I can't watch tonight, man. I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully wake up to some Sixers eliminated.
Yo, bro,
shout out to UPL. We got you.
Listen, tonight, this is gonna show who's real Knicks fans. That comment is the realest comment you ever gonna hear. When you're a real fan, you going, I don't even want to watch this. I just want to wake up and hear that we won because I ain't gonna be able to stomach this. Listen, man, this is going down. It's going down.
Yeah. My mom used to say that all the time when I was young. My mom was the reason why I'm a sports fan, y'all. She's a Mets fan. And she always used to say, like, the older she got, she's like, I'm too nervous. I can't even watch the game anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? Now I feel it more than ever. This old shit sucks, man, by the way. But the point is, we feel you, PL. We got you. I'm going to watch regardless. I'm going to watch regardless. We from New York City, baby.
Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get it started. Talk to us, man. Where we going?
It's been a game. We're getting over the game 5 debacle, the collapse. The Knicks collapsed. We were blaming everybody in the world under the sun for this collapse. At this point, we can go review that. We had a poll up. No Diddy. We had a poll up under the AllBall TV poll. Who is to blame? We'll reveal that in a second. Who is the winner or the loser of who to blame for game 5?
Right.
Big time collapse. The 76ers. The Tyrese Maxey game, a lot of people are calling it.
Wow.
But the Knicks, we've showed resolve all season. We've been gritting, we've been grinding. I guess it's only fitting that we do win game 6 like this. All challenge. Bring the mountain. We climbing up. AllBall. Dame dato.
Listen, man. I'm nervous, but I'm confident. Before the series, I had the Knicks in 6. Tonight is the night. This is what basketball is all about. This is what sports is all about. This is what being a fan is all about. Games like tonight. If you're a real basketball fan, you understand this game is very important. This is why I was saying game 4 was do or die for us. Tonight, do or die. Do or die. We do not want to go back home game 7 with Philly with all their confidence. No. Listen, tonight is the night, fellas. We can be going to the second round, playing Indiana. That's the matchup I want. Halliburton against Brunson. People were saying Halliburton better. I was always against that. But let's stick with tonight. Tonight is what sports is made of. Tonight is what superstars and legendary in history is made of. Maxey made history. Now it's time for the Knicks and Brunson to make their history. Put the nail in the coffin. I need Brunson to go for 40. 40. Efficient. Under control, 40. I need Tom Thibodeau to coach a masterpiece. Listen, man, tonight, I'm nervous. I'm not going to even lie. I ain't been this nervous in a long time. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. Hold on. I'm so nervous that it's crazy. Real talk. But I think, game 5. Listen, man, game 5. Am I surprised? No. But game 5, it kind of proved something to me with our Knicks, man. That we're a tough team. We're a tough team. We was in it the whole way. And once again, before I let you go, as you see, I'm kind of I'm stuttering. Listen, man, because I'm a diehard Knicks fan and I know how this thing go. We got to get it done tonight. We got to get it done tonight, man. That's it. You go ahead. We got to get it done tonight.
Well, let's get this clear out the way. Mitchell Robinson expected to play Thursday. Expected to play Thursday. That was announced about 20 minutes ago. Literally, Fantasy Labs. They're very good for what do you call that? The gambling and stuff. Injury updates for gambling, because everybody has fantasy sports or whatever it is.
Right.
They up to date. So if they say Mitchell Robinson's going to play, they're not playing around with Mitchell Robinson. They're going to tell you, hey, check this out. You ain't missing out on this double-double. He hasn't had 10 rebounds in a series. Am I nervous? I was nervous until I seen AllBall on the screen right now. I was nervous until I seen our guy, Christian Castillo, the newly found member of the AllBall TV family, jump in here right now. I was nervous until I seen Fish booing us at 3:20 in the afternoon. He sent that message in here. He saw the thumbnail and he booed us. I was nervous till I saw Mr. Lycan, Skilo, PL, Nostalgic Ninja, what up? Boogie Down BX. That's right, Goosebumps, my G's. Illmatics, Nostalgic Nick. I think I just said your name twice. I'm going crazy right now. I was nervous until I seen the family. They're lucky I'm not in Philadelphia. I might have got popped out there. You crazy? I would have been talking crazy. They wouldn't have had me out there in Philadelphia in a safe zone. They would be like, they would try to make pizza pie out of this Dominicano over here. We going nuts. It's all energy now. It's all focused on let's go get it. And now I see Boss Man live and direct. Boss Man, what's going on?
Boss Man, what up, Boss Man? What up to everybody in the chat, man?
It's going down. Yes, this is do or die. We should treat it like that. Yes. Every single game is do or die for us because that's our mentality. That's the New York way.
Exactly.
That's the New York way. Salvatore, what's going on? F Philly, that's correct. Them cupcake. I can't say the other stuff. That's crazy. I can't get kicked off YouTube just yet. We want the Patreon build up, Salvatore.
Listen, Philly is so shook. They done got some of the owners buying 2,000 tickets to keep us out the building. But you already know, New Yorkers in the building, we going to be in effect. Listen, we in there. We in there. That ain't going to stop nothing.
You know what's funny? Y'all got the so-called MVP. This is the guy they were vouching for that I'm supposed to be so scared of. And yet you guys don't show up for him at a playoff game? That guy? Do you guys are so-called fans? Our guys ain't even an MVP yet, and we're going out here in droves, waves to different cities, taking over your town for our MVP. That's how you represent? No. We get busy for hours. You see what it is. So you don't need. That's why they don't want us to win. You've been saying it all, ball.
I've been saying it. Let me ask you a question, because you're very critical of Tibbs so far in this series. I've been critical of him all season, but you've been very critical this series, especially game 5, right? What do you expect tonight? What kind of coaching job you expect Tibbs? And let me ask you this. Who do you want starting at the center tonight on Embiid?
We heard the news. Mitchell Robinson is expected to play. If he was good enough to play in game 5, he should have started. And if he's good enough to play in game 6, he should start. If Tom Thibodeau wants to send that message, like Nick Nurse bringing in campaign, all these bums, all this desperation he tried to bring into the game. If he threw a curveball in the mix, Tom Thibodeau needs to send that message from opening tip. We got our current legend, the Embiid stopper himself, Mitchell Robinson. I don't care about all that offense. He slows down the offense, is that in the third. We've been living with Mitchell Robinson. He was the identity of the team before Brunson. He's the identity of Thibodeau's in whole style before Brunson got here. Remember, we were missing him against the Hawks when Randall was by himself out
That's
there.
a fact.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson is the new poor man's Moses Malone, but that's what he is. That's what he does. He grabs them offensive rebounds. That's how you send a message and you make this clear cut from opening tip ball, boy. That's what I want to see. Let's not play any games. Mitchell Robinson, we're going to slow you down from the first quarter on. Remember, that crowd got to be heavy. They buying tickets like they said. They still buying tickets out there. Let's kill the crowd early on. You kill the momentum with the Embiid stopper. And I'm sorry, Hartenstein, this ain't your series. Maybe the next one is. We got to think strategically. You got to bring in Ochua after that, in my opinion, at some point to keep slowing down Embiid. And then as soon as they put Paul Reed in the game, you let Hartenstein have his time and maybe warm up against Paul Reed a little bit and destroy him, because that's what our boy does. Hartenstein gets busy. Do not get it twisted. He has to show Paul Reed there's a difference between you and I. Just because you are on the bench does not make you a six man. Doesn't make you a bench warmer, especially when you in that Tibbs death 7-man rotation that he always has going on.
Right.
So I want to see Mitchell Robinson start, and I want to see more Mitch, Ochua, OG on Embiid. That's what I want to see.
Well, for me, this is where you go from good coach to great coach. I need to see Tibbs make that leap, that jump. He hasn't made that leap or jump yet. He's been consistently who he has been. Borderline good, sometimes get on your nerves. But tonight, this can take him into being a great head coach, going into enemy lines and coming out with a victory and stepping on the Philadelphia 76ers fan base. But what I'm looking for? I'm looking for OG to switch and guard Embiid at times as well. I need Brunson to be efficient. I need 20 and 15. I don't need 40. Turnovers. You have to minimize. You have to listen. You have to limit the turnovers. Josh Hart, when you got the ball on the fast break, give the ball up, bro. Give the ball up. Stop jumping in, passing the ball. But this is on Tibbs tonight. This is on Tibbs. You got to fit. Yeah, this is on Tibbs tonight. This is on Tibbs. A game like this tonight, at away in Philly, if it was at home, I put it on the players. But away, this is on Tibbs. Tibbs has to do a great coaching job. He has to, because this can get out of hand early. Because Philly gonna come out like gangbusters. I'm telling you right now. We have to, everybody has to be under 12 points. From Tobias Harris to Campaign. Remember, Campaign kind of took Kyle Lowry's position. Think about that. He's coming in the game hitting crucial three-point shots, stirring up mess, energetic. We have to match that. So we need Josh Hart. We need him to lock in, focus. We need him to have one of those big rebounding games, 10 to 15 rebounds, 4-5 offensive rebounds. And we need DiVincenzo to step up. This is his night. Tonight, I need Thibodeau and DiVincenzo to step it up. Step it up tonight. This is it. Listen, we lose tonight. We make it lose the series. That's not me talking as a diehard Knicks fan. That's me talking as a basketball fan. Being realistic. Let's not forget, they have the former MVP. They have a player in Tyrese Maxey that's literally unstoppable right now. We have nobody that can guard him. Maybe in spots, OG can slow him down. But he's too quick. So tonight, I don't mind Maxey and Embiid getting 30. But we can't have Oubre with 17. We can't have Tobias Harris with 15. We can't have Campaign hitting 4 3-point shots. We can't have Kyle Lowry just running amok. No. When the shot clock is low, 4-5, 3-2, we can't have them hitting big 3-point shots. No. So tonight is on Tibbs. Tonight is on Tibbs. I would still give him the extension because I don't know what other head coach, that we can get right now that's going to be great. But tonight is on Tibbs. I need to see him coach a masterpiece. He needs to go into great. When we start talking about the top 5 greatest coaches in the NBA present, He needs to start being spoken about in that manner. But tonight will prove it. Tonight will prove we was right all along about Tibbs, or we was wrong all along about Tibbs. Tonight is the night, fellas. Game 6. Ain't nothing like tonight. This feels like championship game in the finals, game 7. That's how crazy this game feel. I got anxiety. My stomach is turning. I took a nap, but I ain't get enough sleep because I couldn't really sleep. I might call out of work tomorrow, depending on how this game go. That's a fact.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I like that you said that, man. Now, this is to me, I didn't expect you to say that. Now, can you give a confession? Was it the AllBall TV family that had some sway in your decision on this being a game that you have to place on Tom Thibodeau? Because Tom Thibodeau lost or won the poll, however you look at it. Who gets the most blame? The AllBall TV poll. Who gets the most blame for the New York Knicks Game 5 loss? With 36%, the AllBall TV family has stated Tom Thibodeau gets the most blame. 19% Jalen Mitchell Robinson, 17% split between Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brunson. Hilarious. But do you think did the AllBall TV family, did they get in your ear and tell you, you know what? There's a lot going on with the coach.
Well, you know, big shout out to the AllBall TV family, man. I definitely pay attention, and they didn't sway my vote or my thought process, but they made me pay attention and pay close attention. But being just a basketball fanatic and watching ball damn near my whole life, games like this is where great coaches win games. Simple and plain. Yeah, the players is out there, but knowing when and not to use timeouts, rotations, knowing, okay, this player is hot, even though my star players on the bench, okay, we're going to stay and keep it rolling. So I need to really see how this is going to go. If it get out of control, are you going to let us fight through it or call a timeout early to stop the bleeding? Like, we need to really see a coaching job, like a real coaching job. Because tonight, this could be Tibbs' career as a Knick. 2 seed, MVP candidate, all-second NBA All-Star on your team, and you get bumped in the first round to a hobbled, injury Philadelphia 76ers. So this game, it's a lot at stake. It's a lot at stake, especially when we came out and won the first 2 games. Now, we did our job and we split in Philly. But listen, it's a lot riding on this game tonight, man. So, AllBall TV family, yes, y'all help me pay attention, but I'm gonna be honest, the writing is on the wall. Whether he got the most percentage or not, the most blame or not, that's just a fact. A game like tonight, we got to see coaching masterpieces. No bad coach can win a game like tonight. I'm sorry.
How would you feel before I really give a reply? How would you feel if he started Mitchell Robinson? Do you even want Mitchell Robinson to start? And I'm sorry, do you think that would be a chess move from Tom Thibodeau?
Yes, I will. Mitchell should have started last game. Remember, you can start him. It doesn't mean he have to play starter minutes. You could just start him just to see how it will look for maybe the first 2-3 minutes. It don't look right. Okay, get him out of there. But at least, you know, now Philly has the game plan different. Oh, we didn't expect him to start Mitchell because Mitchell does a great job on Embiid. Embiid is hobbled, Mitch is hobbled. But look at Mitch blocking shots. He can't push over, run over Mitch. Mitch, when your man trying to get by him, he's slapping the ball out of his hand. So I think if I'm Tom Thibodeau, yes, I'm starting Mitchell Robinson. Just to kind of try to play like a psychologist, you know what I mean? Try to psych him out. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I agree. Remember what I told you last game? Should they start OG on him? So
1,000%.
Right. So this is where we need to see Tom Thibodeau, what you gonna do. And then now, like I said, Pressure Joe Tua, he has to get minutes tonight. I'm not listening. For him to play that great game 4 and then don't get no minutes in game 5 with no explanation. Today ain't the day for that. We got to pull out all stops.
I like what you said because, first of all, once you put Mitchell Robinson in the game, I think once you announce that, You got to believe if you're Embiid, I don't care how much of a gamer you are. That looks different. Like for me, that was why I'm so peeved at Tom Thibodeau, because you can tell Embiid gets the ball with Hartenstein's on him, and it's like he's at practice. He gets right into the action, right into his jab step, then the shot. I'm like, when Mitch is in there, you can see him thinking, and then he try to go straight to his shot. Mitchell Rob, what are you doing? Reminding him that that's why you were thinking before. Get it straight. You want Embiid to think before the tip off. Oh man, he's going. That's what you want. And I don't want to step over that point. We got to get right back to it. Double back. Tibbs ain't never have. That's why he's a great coach moment in the playoffs. Haven't seen it yet.
Exactly.
Where we would, you know, again, do you know how legendary it will be to bring out the crown when we crown our coach and we go, that's why he's the greatest. That's why he's the best. Now you're ready for Spoelstra. Now you're ready for Malone. Now you're ready for all these guys. And to your point, I have never heard anybody say that. He has 2 or 3 coaches of the year awards, but where is his really when you make
moment
that the game, the series? We have not seen it. All we've ever heard about him was that he ruins the series.
Now, and then he had a chance to take that moment in game 5. Think about tie ball game. We got a timeout. If you call a timeout, imagine running the play where, you know, they may think it's for Brunson and you get the ball to a wide open Deuce and Deuce knocked down the game winner. So for me, that was a great point. Tom Thibodeau doesn't have that great moment where he called a great play or any of that. Tonight is the night. I need to see him up there, you know, like those orchestrating one of the greatest. Listen, we need to see one of those because, like I said, in Philly, you think we pumped up. Imagine the Philadelphia 76er fans. Bruh, this is going to be crazy tonight. We have to be prepared. So Tibbs, that pep talk before the game, he has to keep us calm, cool, collective, and he has to just do a great coaching job. He has to, and he has to be able to control Brunson. Listen, Brunson at times gets a little too much out of control with the bad shots and the turnovers. And then missing the free throws, we cannot have that tonight. We liable to either win this game or get blown out by 30. That's possible. Because like I said, they're going to come out like gangbusters. I'm telling you. So, you know, this is on Tibbs tonight. I didn't agree with you last game. But tonight, me and you totally 100% agree. Tonight, Tom Thibodeau, we need you to do something that's never been done. We need you to be Pop, Phil Jackson. We need you to be great tonight.
I just seen this come across the board. I'm looking for some. I was just scrolling through Twitter real quick. And awful announcing, they always have some hilarious, just hilarious takes in general on Twitter. But this ain't nothing funny about this. They rank Mike Breen and Walt Frazier as number 1, I guess, awful announcing local NBA announcer rankings. But those are our guys, man. I don't think it's being sarcastic if I want to click on it. Which local broadcast teams are the best and worst across the league? Yeah, so I'm just going through the article. Warriors is coming in 30th with 59% of the votes.
I agree with that. With Clyde and Mike, listen, man, them dudes is legendary. But listen, man, I agree with that. I agree with that. There's some great commentators for their organizations, other teams, other cities, but not only because we from New York and we New York Knicks fans, but I don't have no problem with that. I think it's the right choice. They definitely number 1 in my book.
How can you get better than the guy who does nationally televised games? He followed up Marv Albert in both national and MSG. Mike Breen is a bang.
On, when you hear that shit goes it sends chills through you, man. You crazy? Come on, man.
Only in New York, and he always talks about Walt Frazier was bigging him up. Everybody needs to watch that interview with him sitting down with Jalen Brunson and iHeart. How he broke down his journey through coaching, or I'm sorry, through the announcing, and how he learned all that rhyming that he does was because he only had a couple seconds to talk because the other guy will overtalk him and didn't really let him do his broadcasting. So he had 3 seconds to talk. So swishing and dishing, just black magic, baby. Walt Frazier was coming up with something. So that journey to come up with you know, Marv Albert was there, and then Mike Breen. He loves Mike Breen, and Mike Breen said, "I'm going as long as Kyle Frazier minimum." You crazy? You know
Dope.
how dope it is to be sitting next to him, and it's just so much fun, and just the way he's talking is amazing. Because remember, he lost his guys with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
So
that's a
now,
fact.
yeah, he's at home with at MSG, and he just fits the garden now. Like Marv Albert was part of the Knicks before as a kid, and I remember it being a kid now. But Mike Breen, it was almost like I had to press a button to remember Marv Albert because Mike Breen is a part of us now.
Right, right. But you know what's crazy? Marv Albert, legendary, one of the GOATs. But it just seems like Mike Breen is one of the fellas. Like it seems like you can like he can hang out with us and actually we enjoy ourselves. Marv Albert, he may not understand the culture as much. It just seems like Mike Breen is one of us. And legendary, man. But let me say this: I was watching TNT, so of course they asked the panel who they got for game 6 tonight. Of course, Shaq and Chuck said Philly. Kenny the Jet Smith, listen, he holding New York City down the best he could. He said he picking New York tonight. Yeah. Listen, man. Shaq and Charles still hating. You know, they deep down, they don't want to see the Knicks win. But Kenny the Jet Smith is doing the best he can. To hold it down. So yeah, man, it's tonight's game. Charles Barkley said this tonight. He said games like tonight is what he looks forward to in his career. He said that's the only thing he missed about playing basketball. He said, I don't care about playing game 35 in the regular season, but games like tonight is what makes legends, is what makes superstars. And he said that's the only thing he missed about the game is games like tonight. This game tonight is so huge for the Knicks fan base. Because when the last time we was second seed, and then we going into the second round with home court advantage as well. And then in that series, we have the best player on the floor. Come on, when the last time that happened for the Knicks? Come on, man. So tonight is very important. Look at the fellas, man. Focus.
It's going in there, going crazy. Shout out to Julius Randle too. He's still talking to the team. They love him.
Yeah. I seen that.
That was definitely it's great to hear that. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Now that you brought up Julius Randle, it's gonna be some tough decisions. Your opinion, if you're the GM, if you're the coach, if you're in the front office of the Knicks, how do you feel about Julius Randle as far as coming back and playing next season? Are you looking for trade options, or are you looking forward to him coming back?
I think you always look for trade options for a guy like him, in my opinion, because he's always been a third or fourth kind of guy. But it's a lot. Look how much harder it is to trade him now that he's exactly where I always wanted him to be on the team, meaning he's the third or fourth guy, best player. And if you think he's the second best player, that by all means. But Brunson's the first, and now there's a pecking order in line. But it's so much harder to trade him now because he's not just the second or third, fourth best player wherever you have him. He gets it. This is a different mindset for someone to awaken. Remember, he's in the middle of his prime. You don't just kick him out like that because now you're trading for somebody else that might not get it. You don't know if they're going to get it. Who knows if Mikal Bridges all of a sudden might go flip out and be like, no, I'm the man. Like, what? But right now, I think more so than ever, Julius Randle means just, again, I always talk about with Tom Thibodeau. That's why I give him his props. The way the players speak about him is nothing but respect. Kendrick Perkins spoke about him when he was on the Celtics. Yo, bro, we would come back late night and all of a sudden he still be, morning, 5 in the morning. Yo, go on a date, bro. Go on a date. Nothing but respect about his basketball acumen. He loves the fact that about him. The way the players talk about Tom Thibodeau is total respect. Same thing with Julius Randle. Even in the middle of him being a nutcase, going at IQ and everything, they still loved him and showed him respect. And now we get to see, like, oh, maybe that's what they're talking about. Hold up. I know somebody who might want to answer that question a little bit differently than me. World.
This fucking snooze fest. This is snooze fest. Where's the energy? It's game 6. Where's the energy? You niggas are snoozing.
There we go.
I've been snoozing. I was almost asleep watching y'all. What's up? Game 6. Let's go. Philly. Let's smoke these niggas tonight.
He in the building.
I don't like the energy. I came on. I said, yo, they talking soft.
Yeah.
Lullabies.
Let's go.
What's up?
Flea, what up, baby?
Talk to me, OG. Talk to me, Fabian.
Listen,
AllBall
man.
TV, Knicks Rehab.
This is why we need you up here, because I have to be honest. And one thing with me, I try to be as honest as possible. You
nervous?
Very.
I know you. I know
very
you're
nervous.
nervous.
Listen, man, very nervous. But I'm nervous, but I'm still confident. I know
As you should be.
I know we could pull it off. Pause. I know we could win this game. I just need us to be under control and understand the magnitude of this game. This game is a big game for us, Fleet. Let me ask you a question. I'm asking you the same thing I just asked Fabian.
Talk to me.
When the last time we was the 2 seed, we can go into the second round, home court advantage, and have the best player on the floor. When the last time we had that happen as a New York Knick?
Carmelo Anthony, but that would piss off Fabian. Anyway, moving on.
Iman Shumpert blowing his knee and Baron Davis, his knee blown up like dynamite was crazy. And we had a chance. Iman Shumpert in that series changes everything. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. 1,000%. We don't lose to Miami. Well, we still lose.
Apologize to Fabian. You were wrong.
Apologies, buddy. Apologies.
Flea, what you need to happen for game 6 tonight? What you looking forward to?
I need us to come out in the first 5 minutes and punch him in the mouth. First 5 minutes of the game, first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Those are the most important junctures of tonight. We cannot come into this game sleeping. We cannot come into this game having to get up for this game. We have to come out with energy. We have to come out with aggression. The same type of defense we were playing in the fourth quarter of game 5, doubling Embiid, making him turn it over. He looked like a bad passer in game 5. I was questioning, can this guy pass out the doubles? Because we was turning him over every time we sent the double. We need to continue to do that. Make him work. He's not going to get healthier in this series. It's not. Bell's palsy in 1.5 legs. I'm going to remind y'all. He's disabled.
Bleed cold-blooded in this series. That's
disabled.
Right. That's right.
He's disabled.
Kick him while he down. That's right. Let's go.
This nigga's disabled. Gave us 50. The nerve. The nerve.
Flea, who do we start at the center tonight's game?
Fabian got in your ear. Okay. Let me answer that question. I want to start Mitchell.
We all agree.
Start Mitchell.
Okay. Hold on, wait. They just listed him available again for some reason. They listed him available again. Just got announced.
Okay.
They say right now out of nowhere, bloop, Mitchell Robinson will start for the New York Knicks. It's gonna be like Flea jumping on the screen right now, going nuts. The live might end after I flip the whole table over. Listen. How would you feel if they said Mitchell Robinson is starting for the New York Knicks tonight in Philadelphia?
You said something to me offline, and I want to bring people into the conversation, especially OG, into the conversation, because Fabian was spitting the other day, right?
Okay.
He said,
did he?
He said, yeah, Paul, that was crazy. He said, there's been a few times that Nick Nurse has made Tom Thibodeau think. How many times has Tom Thibodeau made Nick Nurse think? How many times has Tom Thibodeau been the aggressor and make somebody else adjust to him? Right? So everything that Tibbs does is a counter to something. It's never here, you counter, right? I got the big joker. What you gonna do now? Right? It's never that. So I'm not taking credit for that take. That's Fabian. But I think that we need to put Philly in a position where they're trying to figure things out. How are we going to approach this? Oh, shit. They've started Hartenstein for 5 straight games, and now they're starting Mitchell Robinson. Shit. Okay. Embiid can't get in the rhythm now. Embiid can't get an easy 8 points in the first quarter and get it going. Now he's going to have to earn those first 8 to 10 points, whether that comes from the line, whether that comes from taking tough shots. The best defender that we have on Joel Embiid is OG Anunoby. But the guy who makes him work the hardest is Mitchell Robinson. So we gotta throw some different looks at him. The main defender cannot be Hartenstein. I think we all three know, everybody in the comments knows, he struggles with guarding Embiid. He struggles. Yeah. So first 5 minutes, real quick, Fabe, first 5 minutes of this game is going to tell me everything. And depending on how we go into halftime, the first 5 minutes of that second half is going to tell me a lot. So
this is why we need Flea. Oh my God. Now what you call me? You call me a dot connector the other day.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Tom Thibodeau, right? And he's a defensive-minded coach. He's so defensive. He just thinks about reacting so much that even in game planning, he does that. Instead of going on the offensive with a chess move like that, he's waiting for you to make a move. It's like, nah, you make the move. That's probably why he hasn't been on a date in 30 years or whatever it is. You make the move first, bro.
Yeah.
Going back to, I don't know if you heard AllBall's point earlier. When was the, hey, this is why you're a great coach moment in the playoffs from Tom Thibodeau? Maybe
Yeah.
as a coach, as a, how you call that? A sidekick, the defensive guy next to Doc Rivers, the assistant.
Right.
He may have had something, okay, but as the head coach, everybody, Spoelstra made us go, damn, that's why he's the best in the game. Mike Malone, I want to say, damn, that's why he's the best in the game.
A lot of them had that moment. Tibbs ain't have that moment yet.
I never understood why. I'm trying to understand this man's psyche because I know he knows the game. I know people respect him until you just said that. You don't make a move because you're so read and react. You don't make the first move, bro.
Yeah, I think we would be singing a different tune if Derrick Rose stays healthy, right? We sing a different tune.
Good point.
If Derrick Rose stays healthy, right? We watched Derrick Rose win MVP in 2011. If I'm not mistaken, that Chicago team won 60 games. If I'm not mistaken, that's a 60-win team. So, and they get all the way to the conference finals, but run into, Miami. So I think it's easy to forget some of the things Tibbs has done early on in his career, because as time has wound down, especially post Derrick Rose injury, he's always just had nothing but hard-nosed teams. Like just teams that play hard, right? Jimmy Butler may be an exception. Obviously now we got Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle ascended under Tibbs. But I would agree. And it's funny. I thought I'd have an answer when I got on here because I saw AllBall say that earlier before I got home, and I was like, "Well, shit, what moment is there? Does he share the 08 Celtics moment? Is that like I don't know an individual, because people will talk about that Celtics defense and tell you that it was like you couldn't score on that team.
Right, but Fleet, even if we just keep it his tenure with the Knicks, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's let me just say this. He's done a hell of a job with what he had to deal with, as far as never really having a superstar up until now, injuries. Remember, he's playing with role players. That's why we got to be realistic when we talk about this. Let's not forget, he's not, if you put Hartenstein, DiVincenzo on any other team, those guys is probably the best guy coming off the bench. His second best player is hurt. OG, like I said, that stretch we had, we played great basketball. We haven't had a great game yet from OG yet. Solid, but not great. So, I got to give Tibbs props. But game 5, he had an opportunity to make himself great, and he dropped the ball. Whether it was call a timeout and set up a play, whether it was, okay, let me see what Precious True could give me, because on the other end, look what Nick Nurse is doing with Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne came in and just took Kyle Lowry's whole slot.
Energy.
And he's a pain in the ass, pun intended.
Real quick, so we ended, let's end all suspense. Hartenstein is in the starting lineup. Anunoby, Hartenstein, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson, of course.
So let me ask you guys a question. We now know Hartenstein is starting.
Right.
We understand, for the most part, Joel has got off to pretty decent starts. Right. He starts with Hartenstein on him, and they feature him early. They try to get him the ball in the block quickly, and let's get it going. How fast do you pull this kid, Hartenstein? How fast? Like, do you allow Joel to get in a rhythm? Because we know we've been able to counter that. We're up 3-2 right now.
Right.
Here's my question. How long is the Hartenstein leash in the first quarter? That's my question.
For me, it's short. It's very short. We have to. This is tough, man, because for one, he can't guard and beat, and then on the other end, you're not giving us nothing offensively. So, you know, if guys can run that play for him where, like I said, if we play smart, Brunson, anybody, once they drive, once the defense collapse, that middle was wide open.
He got nice touch.
Right. But he got
that little left hand floater.
But he got to get
touch.
he got to get the ball. But that leash is short tonight, Flea. Because with him in the game, Embiid is going to the line 4-5 times a quarter. So he ain't got to exert no energy. He's just getting the ball and doing that one move. Hartenstein is literally going for it every play.
Watching the ball go in the rim at the free throw line. All that does is up your confidence, man.
Right. So just to finish up, I respect Tibbs for staying with his guy. Okay, I'm gonna stick with you. I ain't gonna give up on you. I get it. But tonight is not the night for that. If it gets out of hand, maybe the first 2 plays, I'm pulling them. I'm pulling them. If you look like you can't do nothing in 2 plays, I'm pulling you and I'm talking to you on the sideline. Bruh, get it together. Tonight ain't the night for that. Tonight ain't the night for that. So that leash, very short for Hartenstein tonight.
I'm such a team player that I'm in the mode of cheering so much. But if I wasn't and we were in analytical mode, I would be destroying Tom Thibodeau right now for starting Isaiah Hartenstein. That question from Flea right now. Are you kidding me? No, number one, he shouldn't be starting. Number two, you read my mind exactly, Flea. Why would you allow him to get into foul trouble? Number one, give us more penalties, foul penalties, give Isaiah Hartenstein more foul penalties, and then you're allowing Joel Embiid to get a rhythm and see that ball go on the rim, allowing the crowd to grow even bigger. We want to kill as much momentum as possible from them. We want to kill as much confidence from these guys. And Isaiah Hartenstein, I'm sorry, at this point, he's too much of a risk to give them confidence. I don't want to see that. That Mitchell Robinson start, if he would have started, that's a different, I don't care what anybody says. We're talking about, I always say sports is like a simulation of war. When you got this guy leading us, it's like all of a sudden everybody goes, oh. If that would have said Mitchell Robinson started, we would be going crazy right now. Crazy. And I'm pretty sure they would have been coming out to the court like that.
That's psychological warfare.
And that's it right there. You see the start lineups come out, and now Nick Nurse got to say,
exactly.
Okay, what they doing over there. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I told y'all offline I wanted to catch y'all before y'all concluded. I just got to the crib, but I had to jump on Knicks Rehab.
Yeah, sure. Come on, always.
I ain't get the shade, so my fault, Fabian.
Shades. No, you brought the light.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Shade. Your man jumped in here with the parachute. What is still going on here? It's game 6, fellas. What are we doing right now?
Had to wake my OGs up. Listen, I'm gonna be out of town for the weekend. My birthday is Monday. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for always
love you more, boy.
Love and you know what I mean, keep me tapped in. So we'll definitely talk over the weekend. But
man, we'll be in a group chat tonight during the game. Come on, man. Stop acting like you going somewhere we ain't gonna see you for 2 years or something.
Right. I'm just letting the people know I'm not ducking smoke. Because if we take the L, I'm not running. I'm just enjoying 37 years of life.
That's right.
I ain't running. I'm here. My guys will be here. And if they really need me, they know. Signal, Flea. Where are you? Yo, my guys.
We need
my
the Knicks to win
Game
tonight
6,
just to start Flea's birthday crazy. If the Knicks win to start your birthday, hey guys, we might need to pray that the Knicks win nicely so we see Flea on Monday or Tuesday. He shows back up. He might not make it back if the Knicks win on his birthday weekend. Yo, Flea, love you, my brother.
Love y'all, brothers. Peace.
Yes, sir. Man, that's Big Flea, man. Big shout out to Flea, one of the 4 sportsmen. Big shout out to Dime Dropper as well. But Flea came in here and he set us straight, man. How does he? You know, we over here in the fetal position. We talking low. We quiet. We nervous. We scared. Flea said, "Wake y'all punk asses up. What y'all doing over there?" Yeah, big shout out to Flea. Are we live?
I never got to really play for a team like that, but I would imagine that's what it is when you got like that guy who just reads the room. What's going on here? What are you guys doing sitting around? And we've all, at minimum, we've all gone out to the club and maybe things are shaky. It's Friday night. What's going on here? So yo, you ready or what? Come on, somebody buy a bottle. Somebody and hype it up. Like, yo, I seen Shorty over there. You know what to say. You know what to do to get your people going. And Flea just did that for us right now. Look at some of these comments, AllBall, real quick.
Let's go.
The game starts, and Indiana's definitely going to win They're about to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, get them up out of there, and go into the next round to play the Boston Celtics. They're up by 19 points.
No. What are you talking about? Indiana is waiting for the winner between us and Philly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really?
Yeah. Boston is going to play the winner of Cleveland, Orlando.
Okay. All right. Let's get to these comments though.
Let's go.
Tibbs is dense. He will never learn. Some people, by the way, some people just hate Tibbs, and he's never won them over. But that's neither here nor there. Goosebumps, my G's. Don't foul the 3-point shooters this game. True. Brunson needs to stop over dribbling today. I mean, you know, this is do or die game. Yep. Philly read that. Oh, 24% New Yorkers bought the tickets. I heard. Man, wow. That's what we do. Take over. Give those tickets to the kids from the ghetto. What? Maxey saved Embiid's legacy in Game 5. He owed that, man.
Yes, he
very
did.
much so. Salute to you in the chat. We're coming in anyway. Knicks in 6. Much love. Caliente, what's going on? Hold on, that ain't Caliente kid from uptown. At the B in the BX. Damn, at the top of the hill. What's it called? Remember at the tournament?
Yeah, top of the hill.
Top of the hill. Caliente. Salvatore wins. Knicks win 107-99. I hope so. Precious. Us. You gives Embiid is the Embiid stopper 2.0. That was funny, Salvatore. Yes, iHeart don't keep his hands up. It pisses me off. Me too, man. It is what it is. Mitch locking it down tonight. My only issue with Mitch starting is the fear of an early home friendly whistle, which is fine though, Christian. If that's the case, he'll get his first foul, his second foul. But we got 2 more guys.
Right.
We got OG and Anunoby. Like we have, like Tibbs acts like he doesn't have that. That's what I'm like. That's what really I'm kind of like befuddled about. Why are you acting scared? All right, Mitch gets 2, but at least he makes him work in the first quarter. And then you got OG waiting. Then you have Precious coming in there. Then you bring Hartenstein. And then Hartenstein coming off the bench. Who knows? He might be mad coming off the. You put me on the bench, Tom? You crazy? Tibbs is dense. He will never. Yes, bring in Mark Jackson next year. No. Mark ain't coaching 19 years. It's a funeral in Philly. Black hoodie on. Dante needs to step up. This is supposed to be his city. Good point.
He overdue.
I could coach the Knicks. Yeah, he certainly is. That'll be the perfect. Remember, he won the game for us game 1.
Exactly. He overdue. Oh man, we get a big game from him tonight.
Game 2, excuse me. Campaign dead ass looks like a different species.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate when they show his face on the screen. I'll be like, Lord have mercy.
I think he's a guy you hate to have on another team. You love on your team because he's just a knucklehead. Tibbs don't adjust, but the guys just need to be closer to flawless, and it's a winning recipe. Right? It's right.
Yeah,
it's
good
tough.
point.
It's our perimeter. If our perimeter defense is on point in Philly, if our perimeter defense is on point, Philly ain't got a shot. There's teams that do everything right and lose, not us. Wow. Tibbs was screaming foul at the end, so I can't blame him. That's McBride. That McBride didn't foul. Hold up, that's the real Charles. But he be in the comments all the time. This Charles Barkley, the real Charles Barkley. The one you see on TNT right now, that's AI Charles Barkley. We got the real Charles.
Exactly.
Shaquan, that's coming from Charles Barkley wanting the Knicks to win. Ain't no damn way. Nah, he didn't say that. He said he wanted
Philly. Yeah.
Great coaches adjust. He was saying Kenny Smith won, Shaquan. Like Kenny Smith wants the Knicks to win. Finally, rooting for the hometown team.
Exactly.
Great coaches adjust is the one flaw of Tibbs, and it's a Spoelstra outcoached him last year. Right. I keep forgetting to mention that.
Good point.
Butler was hobbled the same way last year, and he really didn't make him pay. No pick and rolls on him, and we need to see more of that on Embiid.
But well, you know, last season we didn't have an OG, you know, and Mitch was hobbled as well. So I'm not going to hold that against him coaching and playing against the Miami Heat. This season, this series, I'm holding that against him.
Nah, maybe Deuce, but not Mitch. John Havlicek played 40 minutes and never started. Really? Hondo never started? I never know that. I know he was nice in the 70s and 60s. One thing I wish we stopped doing is double teaming. That's been killing us all season, and then they leave the most lethal shooters outside wide open. It depends when you send a double team on Embiid. Oh, LB, what's going on? When you send a double team on Embiid. I think when you do it late and make them think, it depends.
Well, you got to remember, Philly got some streaky shooters, but them guys knocked down big shots from Lowry to Payne to Maxey to Tobias Harris, that corner shot. Even what's my guy? What's the guy come off the bench? The veteran. I always forget his name. He played with the Clippers before.
Batum.
Right, Nicholas Batum. Like those guys get knocked down to 3. So yeah, man, just hold fort, or try not to foul. And if they make a tough 2-point shot, we can live with that. But you can't leave those guys wide open, because once they on fire, they're not missing.
Salvatore says Mitch shouldn't start. We need to go easy so he lasts. Start pressures, give it a try. You're thinking like me, like I'm the type to bring in Jericho Sims at some point just to slow Embiid down. But I know that's too far fetched for everybody. But I've seen Sims guard 2 guards, but it's too risky at this point because remember, if you're Tibbs, you still got to go and walk into that front office and say, I did X, Y, Z. I got these players that make this amount of money and put them in the game. It'll be tough to have Sims go in there when they could look at you, but yo, he ain't played the last 20 games. Why you had him in game 2 or whatever it is? You got people to answer to.
Well, that comes from, remember, that goes with what we were saying. What move are you going to make as a great coach to shake things up? It don't have to be Sims, but it has to be something. Just like in game 4, when OG and Precious came in and was playing all that great defense on Embiid, and just changed the whole game, changed the whole dynamic. So that's a great point. Tibbs, what are you going to do for something like that to happen? He has to make some type of move.
Charles Barkley says Precious has to play. He always plays good versus Philly. We agree. Isaiah can't guard Embiid, but he does put pressure on him offensively. Somewhat, but it's like it's the disadvantage that Embiid puts you on is he's putting you in foul trouble, going to the free throw line, and he's getting momentum. Yep. So I don't think it really evens out. Precious is a better shooter than Mitch. I guess, yeah. He's at a 3-pointer or 2. Hart does great with pick and roll screens and passing, in my opinion. No, the hell he does not. Isaiah Hartenstein with that pick and roll with Maxey and Embiid. Have you been watching, Salvatore? Are you crazy? That's the worst. That's when he got exposed in game 4. It was like 5 straight pick and rolls that he gave up on. He kept trying to guard Maxey. It made no sense. That's why I saw he was exposed. You want a conductor. Tibbs is an architect. Ooh, all right. Oh, excuse me. That was good.
Yeah,
Tibbs
Tibbs
is best as a defensive coach, not necessarily a head coach in Boston. That is what he was, and he has a ring to prove it. Damn, can't argue that. Knicks need to stretch big threat, make Embiid play defense and wear him out. JB needs to pass the rock. Everyone in the league is a better shooter than Mitch. But
hold on, that's a great point. We have to put some type of pressure on Embiid, because on defense he could just wander around and just save all his energy. At least with OG at the 5, you got to step out there and guard him. So like I said, I agree to that. We have to put some type of pressure on Embiid. He can't just be out there not playing no defense, and then on offense could get any shot he wants and go to the free throw line. No. So I agree with that one.
Great point. Great point. Even if Precious can't shoot, even though he looks like makes the ugliest layups of all time and misses a lot of them.
He's quicker.
Right, and he's crashing to the basket now, and B has to guard. Yeah. Oh, great point, fellas. Oh my God, yeah, that's a great point. I like that. Now we thinking. Everyone in the league is a better shooter than Mitch. Yeah, I can't watch this game. My heart can't take it. Kevin Bass, put the game on, man. Put that game on.
Listen, man, we 5 minutes from game time, baby. Oh my God,
almost there. Tibbs out coaching Nick Nurse currently in this series. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that, Charles.
Because those first 2 games was. Listen, we could have lost those, so I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
Right. I mean, the whole timeout thing is kind of overblown. Remember, they out rebounded us game 2, out rebounded us game 5. We just happened to lose game 2, but you saw made an adjustment. Nick Nurse bringing in campaign and I forgot and even Melton. Even though Brunson cracked him, he's throwing different things out there. The Oubre, then you put Batum on him. I'm hoping they didn't figure out that Batum is not the Brunson stopper. But they do worse on him because he was on those critical plays. He was covering Brunson. The end of regulation in game 5, the end of overtime when Brunson jump passes. That's Batum on him. Yep. That's not Oubre. So I don't want to say he's being outcoached. He's doing a lot. That's pretty great. He will still be able to get his points. Free throws are a must for us. No rebounding, no rings. Right. Rebounds, man. We can't lose that battle. Dynamic duo. Q Burrow, brother, what's going on, baby? Where Gus Johnson? Oh yes, Gus Johnson is ill. Gus Johnson is dope, Salvatore. Great point, man. I love him. Wheeling and dealing. Oh, Kevin Harlan, because he sounds like Marv Albert, and Mike Green is my second favorite commentator. Kevin Harlan is dope. Kevin Harlan is like a wrestling commentator to me too. He's a flamethrower.
Right. I love that energy.
Slicing and dicing. Queens repping. Must win. Greetings from Atlanta. ATL. Keith Watkins. Not Harlem Keith Watkins. That's another Keith Watkins.
Yeah, sure. Big shout out Atlanta in the building.
And big shout out to Uncle Ice. Uh-oh. I'm so nervous, y'all. Yeah, we are too. Flea came in here and set it straight, though. I hope you heard that, T. Paris. Don't tell Flea that.
Well, listen, man. Bring us home. It's almost game time. I got to set up.
We got a lot of, I'm sorry, there's a lot of comments, y'all. For the love of God, please control the ball. Less turnovers. Play pressures right now. Correct. Yo, fellas, everybody. Oh, Knicks 100, my nigga. Put your glasses back on, Flea. He said, put your glasses back on, Flea. We heard right away from our God, the God. Game 6. Knicks in 6, fellas. Let's get this going, ladies and gents.
See y'all.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.